It's me, Kinghuman. Don't get me started. Don't piss me off. Alright, what's doing? I'm gonna make you some money. Just calm down. Let me get there. You know the routine. Take a sip of tea, set the cup down, annoy you a little bit before I get into this. You got a price to pay. I'm gonna be making you money. So I don't want to hear from, oh, Kinghuman, the fan noise bugs me. Oh, you're fat, you're bald, you're fugly. Look, these are the annoyances that you're going to have to put up with in order to make some dough. You're going to have to be annoyed. It's the price you have to pay. So shut up, because you're going to make money. Okay, what's going on? I'm sending out these catalogs, a wholesale trade show. Oh, that doesn't go there. The wholesale trade show catalogs, all that stuff that you guys want. I'm sending that out. It's costing me an arm and a leg. And it's annoying as hell. But I'm doing it. I got the first shipment out. I'll get to the second shipment probably in a couple of days. I got a life. Leave me alone. Get off my case. But here's the thing. I'm going through the catalogs and all that stuff, and I found this one, and I want to talk to you guys about this because I think this can make some people some dough. Not everybody, but somebody that's on the ball. This company, the Mountain Company, makes these t-shirts. I always see this company at the wholesale trade show, at the ASD trade show, and they're always busy. They always have a bunch of people buying their products, which tells me it's a good thing. I went online, I did some research, and I saw these things sell like balls. So they have a wholesale, they sell wholesale and they sell retail. Now, I can't tell you what the wholesale price is on these shirts, but there's a good profit margin in it, and there's money to be made here. Now, I think if you're smart, I mean, right now it's summer, the weather's nice. I would go old school and I would sell these at flea markets, craft fairs, festivals, street fairs. I mean, these t-shirts are really cool. They're basically a lot of full face animal prints on these shirts. They're green, I'll show you some pictures of these shirts right now, and you guys tell me. You can kind of get an idea of why these shirts are so popular. A lot of animal faces and funny stuff, and people go nuts for this shit. So again, if I were you, I would buy these wholesale and sell them retail. Offline, flea markets, craft fairs, all that kind of thing. The other thing I want to suggest is, and this is genius, pet fairs. I mean, people are nutballs for their pets. So if you got a bunch of dog t-shirts, different flavor dogs, and you went to a dog show, you could sell the balls out of these shirts. And again, if you want to buy these wholesale, you're going to have a reseller's permit from your state. Now, don't ask me to teach you how to get that. You're sitting in front of a computer with a search engine. Use it. I don't know every state's requirement on how to get your reseller's permit. For me, it was easy. I went down to the resale office in person. I went up to the woman and I said, hey, look, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell some things on eBay. Probably not a lot. It's probably going to be a couple of $100 worth of stuff, but I want to be legal. And she said, oh, okay, and she filled out the paperwork for me. I didn't have to post a deposit. I didn't have to do anything because I told her, look, I'm only going to sell a little bit of shit, but I want to be legal. If you just apply for a reseller's permit, sometimes they assume you're going to do a lot of business and they want to make sure that they get their tax money. So they may ask you to post a deposit. Again, every state is different. Don't get on my ass. You look into it. And before you go off half-cocked and contact the mountain company, say, I want to buy these t-shirts, you better have your paperwork in order, because they're going to ask you for your resale permit and they're going to make you fax it to them. So get your ducks in a row. Don't just be a dumbass. I mean, if you like these shirts and you want to buy them retail, there's a million places you can buy them online. There's a bunch of people selling them on eBay, and even the mountain company sells retail. You can go to their website and buy retail. But I will put a link to their wholesale division right down there, right under the link to my website, because I come first, that's why. Don't question me. So you can go to their wholesale division, you can go online and order. I think they have like a $200 minimum order. And yeah, it's harder to sell offline at flea markets and pet shows and whatever, but here's the thing. Not a lot of people are going to be doing that. You know, you're not going to have, you go to a pet show with these t-shirts, you're probably going to be the only person there doing it. Yes, you're going to have to carry inventory because you're dealing with items that have different styles and different sizes. So you're going to, you know, you can't sell from an empty cart. You need to have inventory. So yes, it requires an investment, but I'm thinking you're going to do well with this if you have any brains at all. If you don't want to go to the flea markets and sell this stuff yourself, you can hire a monkey kid. You know, just put them on commission. Inventory the products before they go out. Tell him what his price is. When he comes back, you do an inventory check against the money. Boom goes the dynamite. You pay him his commission. Now you're giving a kid a summer job and you're making money. And you can send 1 million kids to 1 million different flea markets. Yeah, there are headaches with that. I mean, you have to have dependable kids, and you know. But this is business. You guys got to solve problems if you're going to be in business. Don't be emailing me and telling me how impossible things are. Nothing's impossible. You know, I see these comments from people, and this is what cracks me up. I always see this comment. Well, if it was that easy, everybody would be doing it. No, everybody wouldn't be doing it because there are people like you that have that stupid attitude that keeps you from doing shit. I can't do it because if it was worth doing, somebody else would be doing it. Yeah, if that's your attitude, you'll never be able to do anything because either somebody else is doing it, which is going to prevent you from doing it, or somebody else isn't doing it, which means it's not worth doing in your mind. So you're paralyzed. Either way, you're an idiot. Ugh. But you know what? Thank God for idiots that think that way, because it leaves more room for people like you and me to make some dough. Freaking people. Cracks me up sometimes. How people can't see their own illogical thinking. Uh-oh. Alright, time to go play racquetball. Alright, people, donate some money to St. Jude's Hospital for Kids. Any charity that helps kids, whatever. But St. Jude's is my favorite. Upcoming, I got a really, in the next video, well, I don't know, in an upcoming video, I have something I've been sitting on for years. It's a big secret. I'm not even sure I want to let it out yet. And basically, it's how I took a $6 item and sold thousands of them on eBay for $75 a piece and up. I'm not sure I want to let the cat out of the bag because once I do, everybody's going to do it and it's going to kill the market. So I have to think about how to do this. I don't do it anymore. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll write an ebook on. I don't know. I got to think about it. Anyway, okay, stay tuned, people, because I got good shit to tell you. And you're going to be edumacated. Sayonara.